The following was recorded in front of a live studio audience at the Studio 21 Podcast Café.
Welcome to this episode of Pit Life BBQ. Gather around the pit with your hosts, Johnnie Mags and Messy Mike. Let's talk barbecue.
What's up, everybody? Coming to you live from the Studio 21 Podcast Cafe in beautiful Salem, New Hampshire. It's the Pit Life BBQ podcast where we talk about everything barbecue and a lot of other topics that you normally talk around a pit. As always, but slightly different, I am joined by Messy Mike on location. Hi, buddy.
How are you?
Good. How are you?
Not bad. Yeah, I'm doing a little cooking.
Yeah, so this is a little interesting.
Tuesday.
Yeah, boy.
Yep.
Little. If I'm not mistaken, a little last minute event tonight.
Yeah.
Came about last second.
Yeah, a little quick cook for some friends. So people I know. So let me see if I can turn this thing around. Hey, look at that. So
hey, we got bushes. Oh, there it is.
So that's the Meadow Creek TS250. And then this is when I talk about the rotisserie charcoal grill. So boom, put the charcoal down there, put the chicken in between or whatever you're cooking in between, and that's that. Then you got the chamber smoker, and I got quite a few things on it right now.
Ooh, what do we have?
So I got some St. Louis ribs, a few racks. I got some chicken going, and then I just threw in the mac and cheese.
Nice.
So that's the Meadow Creek. The firebox is over here. Right down here, that's a warmer, but I kind of don't use it because I was doing chicken one day and because it's directly right over the firebox, I had a fireball in my face. So it scared the daylights out of me.
Yeah, we won't do that. I think we only actually used it once when we were at the Smutty Nose rib competition. We kept the jalapeno. What was it? Sausage, jalapeno, wrapped in bacon.
The things that Chris brought.
Yeah.
Yeah, they were. I think it was kielbasa. Was it kielbasa wrapped jalapeno and barbecue sauce?
I think it was just plain sweet Italian sausages.
Okay.
With a fresh sliced jalapeno with wrapped in bacon, and we just threw them in there when we, added that sauce, caramelized them up, almost like jalapeno burnt ends, if you will.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Nice. Yeah. Hold on. So my mind's going a little bit here. So let me turn you around for this. So this is.
Oh, wait a minute! You ain't turning me around, boy. I turn you around.
So, can you see that?
I see your shoulder in your trees.
Oh, hold on. All right, so that's the Old Hickory.
That's the CTO.
So you got your firebox down there, propane assisted. That's where your wood goes to, and then I just threw some wings on here. Just threw those on. 3 racks of them.
So
and my Old Hickory makes noise, so this screwdriver comes in handy if anybody has an Old Hickory, and when they shut the door, the fan vibrates. Perfect screwdriver.
There you go.
Don't use your Thermapen because you'll blow the circuit.
Really? Are you gone? What'd you do?
I don't know. He probably hung up on you, Johnny.
How dare he? How dare he? Come on there, Mikey.
I'm here. I just can't see you anymore.
Oh, okay. At least you could have said something so we didn't.
Oh, there you are.
You're back.
You're back.
Sorry.
Hey, Mike, who's your cameraman? I got my doubts about him.
put you on driving mode. I'm not used to this.
Driving.
Driving mode?
Yeah, my finger hit the button. It swiped left or right, and
Swiping
what
left, swiping right. This ain't one of them dating sites there, pal.
feels like it right now. I like long walks on the beach.
So,
Yeah.
So what is actually on the menu for this event today?
So it's smoked bacon mac and cheese, St. Louis ribs, chicken wings, pulled pork, which I got pulled pork in the warmer right now, and pulled chicken, and cornbread.
Nice.
So quite a few things. So we got 40 pounds of pulled pork. We have 40 pounds of chicken wings. We have I'd say probably 25 pounds of pulled chicken, and then 15 racks of ribs.
Sounds like a party to me there, Ed. What do you think?
I think I'm waiting for the invite, John.
Yeah, I know. Huh?
Yeah. A lot of food. So should be a good time.
So-
And I got I got on the ribs, I have my rub, the Messy Mike's rub. On the pulled porks, I did pay dirt.
Yeah, that's Junior's.
That's Junior's. On the chicken wings, I used a mix of pay dirt and mine. And then on the pulled chicken, I used a mix of pay dirt and mine. So I mixed them with the chicken because mine has a little more brown sugar in it. So it caramelizes on the chicken better, and it provides a nice flavor for chicken.
Nice.
So, Mike, take us through the process here. How long ago did you start this, and how much more do we got to go till eating time?
So I had the pulled porks. I had the pork butts in overnight. Those came off at 7. Warming those up. Just keeping them at temp, and then I'm going to throw them back on the smoker right before we leave. And then the chicken wings, the ribs went on about 8:15. Those will come off about 12:15. The chicken thighs, which I use for my pulled chicken because they're boneless, so you don't have to worry about bones. And they're also skinless because the skin usually, unless you're doing them at a high temp, 275, and that's what I'm trying to do now, but I have the ribs on with them. So I'm probably going somewhere around 250, 260. And then those are take about 2 hours, 2.5 hours. Chicken wings should be done. I put those on at 10, so those will be done about 11:30, 12 o'clock. And those are, I smoke those. Those will be at 275.
So when you get to the event, you're going somewhere, right? What do you need to do once you get there?
Set up tables. So set up tables, set up the tablecloths, and then the food's always the last thing to come out. So we'll set up, tables, tablecloths, get everything that we want, the swag, the whatever decorations we want. Set up the chafing dishes, then you need water. So we'll fill the pans with water. Let those heat up. It takes about a half an hour for the chafing dishes to heat up with 2 sternos. Then finish kind of just getting the table ready, and then the last piece of it is the food.
So
and then they start eating.
Here's the real question. Okay, I'm a guest there, and
Yep.
I see Messy Mike has arrived. How long do I got to wait before I eat?
We'll get on site around. We'll get on site around 2:15, and they'll be ready to eat by 3.
That's not too bad.
Not bad at all.
No, and this is I'm not cooking on site for this. It's just they just wanted me to cook it off site, bring it, and they just want us to serve it. But if we were at an on site event, with all this stuff, we'd probably, and if they were eating around the same time, it'd probably be there around 6:30, 7 o'clock in the morning.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Then we'd clean up. They eat at 4:30. We'd probably be out of there by 5:30.
And what's your preference, Mike? If I leave it up to you, would you rather cook at your site or their site?
It all depends. I mean, it depends on the party. Sometimes it's easier to cook on site depending on what they're having. If there's a lot of meats and there's a lot of kind of logistics going on, then sometimes it's easier to cook on site. But cooking on site means now you have to have at least 3 to 4 people helping you. When it's off site, it's a little more manageable. So, you get everything done. I usually try and get stuff done within like an hour to 2 hours before the event, and then I throw them in the warmers. The warmers keep the food hot or cold for, they say 4 hours, but I'd say up to like 5. And then we have a electric warmer if we need it. But yeah, and then we usually services for like an hour and a half, and then usually once you see the desserts start to arrive on the tables, then that's when you can start cleaning up.
There you go. Because like when we did last year, when we did the who was it? The golf tournament.
Yes.
We did that on site, and that's a good time.
Oh yeah. Well, you did that because I was in the hospital.
Yes. But that's what I do.
Yep.
But we were there early in the morning cooking everything, and that one's a good time because especially you know a lot of the guys there. Oddly enough, I wound up knowing a few of the guys there, which was kind of funny. But at that point we're on site, and we are chewing the fat with everybody coming back and forth, in between the holes, passing through. Hey, what's going on? So the on site on that one is good, but
and it's like a roller coaster. You're on site. You get on site. You unpack everything. You're just trying to rush to get stuff on the smoker. Now you got stuff first, so now it's like, okay, you go set up your table that you're going to serve at, whatever. And then once everything's kind of taken care of, now it's just kind of, you're chilling up until either you have to wrap sauce. So the whole day is kind of like a roller coaster ride.
Yeah.
And you saw that firsthand at the golf tournament.
Oh, yeah. Now, you know what that means.
I can't wait for some beef jerky.
That's right. And we're going to take a quick break right now, guys. We'll be back in about a minute.
Attention barbecue fans. If you're hankering for some meat when you're on the go, I'd like you to try Two Guys Beef Jerky. It's smokehouse cilantro beef jerky with fresh cilantro and a classic blend of spices and flavors. This smokehouse cilantro jerky will quickly become one of your favorites. One bite of this amazing jerky and you'll be hooked. A 3-ounce bag sells for $8 and will sell you 3 bags for just $19.98. That's a 20% savings, but that's not all. For our Pit Life BBQ listeners out there, we've got a special just for you. We'll throw in a bag of our bacon jerky free. This is fiery, sriracha-style bacon jerky, and it's addictive, and it's absolutely free. 3 bags of beef jerky and a bag of bacon jerky for just $19.98. That's a $12 savings right there, and that's still not all. Order now and put BBQ as your coupon code, and we'll even pick up the shipping. Go to twoguys.com/jerky. That's the number 2guys.com/jerky. Put 3 beef jerkies in your cart and put the coupon code BBQ and we'll automatically include a free bacon jerky and cover the shipping costs. 2guys.com/jerky. That's the number 2guys.com/jerky. 3 bags of the best beef jerky you ever tasted. It's 1 bag of the addictive bacon jerky and free shipping on the whole order. Order today because this offer expires soon. 2guys.com/jerky.
And we are back. What are you doing?
I'm not peeing.
Okay. I'm like, come on, have a little class.
I'm unloading the grease.
Oh, okay. Just making sure.
Yep.
We do try hard to keep this family friendly, even though we do tend to go off the rails from time to time.
Yes.
So as far as the on-site versus not on-site,
yep,
you'd always do the pig roast on-site, right?
Correct. I haven't. I've.
Or at least it's never come up that someone wants the pig roast, but just drop it off.
Yeah, usually they want the pig roast on site because, and just like anything too, people don't know how food gets from one place to another. Still fresh, still hot, still cold. They don't realize that Cambros, even coolers. If you have a good cooler, it does a lot. So that's what people don't understand. So that's why people really want the on-site service with pig roast. I mean, I know some people that will do a pig roast off-site and then cover it in foil, put it on the truck, and deliver it. I don't really. To me, that just seems like a big mess. Now shit's all in your truck, stuff like that, in the back of the truck or in your van, whatever. I like to do it on site just because when you're doing it on site too, people always want to open the pit, look at it, see what it looks like cooking. So you're getting a lot of interactive, just a lot of interaction with the guests.
Yeah.
And then, once it's done, then we take it off. We present it with the garnishes, the greens, depending on what season it is, strawberries, oranges, pineapples, whatever. And then, people like that.
Nice. We should think about a winter pig roast around Christmas time. Cover them greens, holly, wreaths,
Nice
stuff like that.
Very
I've never seen that done before.
Candy canes.
Ooh.
Throw some cranberries in there for color.
Oh, see, I think we're on to something here.
All right, so
call LeMay's, place the order.
When is the Two Guys Smoke Shop pig roast coming in the winter?
I'll talk to the boss man, see what he was. Although he doesn't eat pork.
He don't eat pork. We'll have to do something on the side with him.
I could do a lamb.
I don't know. How does he feel about lamb?
I don't know. We'll talk to him.
We'll talk. He's around here somewhere.
And I would just need a parking space for the trailer.
Yeah.
Man, now you're asking for a lot.
Yeah.
And I want one of those parking spaces that say, 25 minutes or less?
Yeah.
Yeah,
well,
I need one of those.
It's Christmas time. I think he's more interested in having a customer take those spaces.
Yeah, I know.
He might be even more interested in having that customer take your space for the smoker, too. That around Christmas time, that space is worth a lot of money.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
So maybe we can do our first delivery pig roast that day.
There you go. Yeah, the on-site stuff I enjoy, because like you said, you're conversing with whoever's there, and you're always going to get the expert in the group telling you you're doing it wrong. But But for the most part, it's fun conversing with everybody, and why is this? Why is that? How do you do this? How do you do that? So you wind up actually doing a little bit of a off the cuff cooking class, so to speak.
Oh yeah, and I love those guys that I got the electric smoker. Everybody says my stuff's awesome. I got this homemade rub that I've had for years. You got one of those guys in every party, and it's entertaining. Because anybody can smoke. I mean, almost anybody can do barbecue.
Yeah.
It takes a couple of times. Get it right. Know your pit, and you're good to go. But when it's time to cook barbecue at a scale of even 100 people, it's stuff changes, ratios change. If you're doing mac and cheese and you're doing a mac and cheese for 10 people and you're trying to do it for 100 people, your recipe ratios have to change. So you got to kind of pinpoint your recipes and for every recipe jump or for every bump you're doing, you got to change stuff. So it's challenging, and I'd love talking to those people too, just because I always like listening to them, and sometimes they give me some stuff that I didn't know.
That's what I was about to say. While the conversations are going, you can actually be learning some stuff too of a technique a guy uses, or just talking to some of the people and watching different videos in some of the groups, that's how I found out about the, almost I don't know, bait. I guess you'd call it basting. The chicken breast and chicken thighs with the root beer.
Yep.
You get that the root beer flavor in there, that sugar, gives nice little glaze to it. I would never have thought about that,
No.
No.
But like, and most of the guys you talk to, and I mean, a lot of people do this too, and also, I mean, some professionals do it too. But crock pot smoking. So it's when you smoke stuff, but you keep it in the pan.
Yeah.
So you're retaining the juices, and a lot of people do it. But again, what's smoking?
Well, right now my cigar is smoking.
Mine too.
Yep.
Well, Mike, what if?
And sometimes the juices are. I mean, a lot of people, and I don't have that ability yet, or capability. But a lot of people save the juices. So, like, if you walk into some walk-ins, people have juices from months ago. That they just use in other stuff.
What would they use?
Some people will use like a brisket, like all the drippings from brisket. They'll put it in mashed potatoes.
Okay.
Some people use it for if they're doing like a root, like a French dip or whatever. They'll use it as like an au jus as the base, stuff like that.
Nice.
Now, Mike, what if an amateur comes up to you and says, I got my electric smoker and my ribs are better than yours because they're falling off the bone?
Yep.
What do you say to that? Do you try to explain it or just leave it?
No, I mean, I've come to the realization that barbecue is different, and apparently Memphis barbecue or that type of barbecue, even I think I don't know, one of the Carolinas, it's it's meant to be falling off the bone.
Yep.
So to me, fall off the bone is, I mean, I wasn't brought up, but I was guided on the competition barbecue. So with competition barbecue is, you should see that bite.
Yeah.
Are fall off the bone ribs not good? No. I mean,
yeah,
they're freaking fantastic.
I've never refused to eat them.
That's right.
Exactly.
And
yeah.
I think, to be fair, a lot of the people who are consuming the product, that's what they're looking for, right?
Correct.
So it's hard to tell them, no, you're not right. You should eat it this way that you don't like as much.
Mm-hmm. Eat it however the way, whatever way you like it.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely.
And I mean, I'd love to, get a slab of ribs and just pull out the bones. Now you can just eat it with a fork and not get your hands messy.
Like Chinese boneless spare ribs?
Oh.
Yeah.
For those, I'd just as soon skip the bone. It's easier.
Oh, absolutely.
Oh, yeah. Those, 100%.
Go to Market Basket, get a nice jar of aso sauce.
Ooh,
aso.
Steak tips marinated in aso sauce are phenomenal.
Oh.
Huh.
Marinate steak tips in aso sauce, then grill them. Unbelievable.
I think you're giving Johnny ideas.
Yep. With the sugar content, you're going to get the nice char on the outside.
Yeah,
but then you're going to get the rib flavor, but it's not going to taste like a rib. They just you ever have Lakash's Bakery steak tips?
Yes, I have. They're phenomenal.
All right. Well, I believe aso is one of the ingredients in their marinade.
Huh. Is that what they're up to? I knew they tasted a little different, and I kind of liked it.
Yeah. Well, you can just, as far as the steak tips go, you go with the old, what is it, the Newbridge Cafe?
Oh, yeah.
Italian dressing, ketchup, and Coca-Cola.
That's the one. That's the old standby.
Yep.
Nothing like hitting the Newbridge, order a steak tips and a small antipasto salad that comes out on a full tray. I'm afraid to order the large. Yes, those words came out of my mouth. I'm afraid to order a large portion.
Johnny was responding to the look I gave him after he said that.
So this is an average day in the life of Messy Mike.
Yeah.
On event day.
Yeah, not an average Tuesday, but it's an average like weekend.
Yeah.
Yep.
You know, because we've always talked about it, and you know, it kind of worked out. You know, you're always talking about, you know, the equipment you have and everything, and how the process of everything. So this last minute one coming up, it was the perfect segue into this, that we could finally show, you know, show the Meadow Creek, show the Old Hickory, how your mind is going. As dangerous as it was to climb into your mind for the day.
And I think there was some demand from listeners. They didn't believe Messy Mike was legit, you know, so we had to show them. He really owns this equipment.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I'm like a ghost. No one sees pictures of my stuff. Everybody just eats my food.
All right.
And Johnny's actually full of shit. He actually told me just to throw some stuff on the smoker so he could be in the studio again alone.
I ain't gonna lie to you. It is quite roomy up here. By myself, I can stretch out. I can do whatever. You know. But it ain't the same without you here, pal. I'll give you that. All right, kid. Get back to doing your thing. Let me know how it all makes out.
What? You froze.
He froze? Who froze? You froze?
All right, there you are.
There we are. All right, go do your thing.
You froze.
Let me know how you all make out.
All right.
All right, kid. I'll see you later.
I definitely will.
Bye, buddy.
Good show.
Right, thanks.
Bye.
That's it for this week, folks. We'd like to thank you all for joining us. You can catch the video on Facebook and YouTube. You can catch the audio on iTunes, Podbean, Spotify, Spreaker, Stitcher, iHeartRadio, and other podcast catches. On social media, you can find us on Facebook, YouTube, and Instagram at Pit Life BBQ. We'd love to hear from you. Please send your questions and comments to pitlifebbqpodcast@gmail.com. And as always, please subscribe, like, rate, and review. We appreciate it. Once again, as always, thank you all for the support. And just loving you guys. You guys are awesome. And so for that, till next week, keep the smoke rolling.
The views and opinions expressed by the hosts, guests, or callers of this program do not necessarily reflect the opinions of the Studio 21 Podcast Café, the United Podcast Network, its partners, or affiliates.